it is.
Welcome to our classic rewind, and this week it is a Ray Harryhausen creature feature, I guess. Before we get started on this, I just wanted to offer my condolences to Carrie Adams. I recently found out he lost his wife, and yeah, really sad news to hear. So I just wanted, not that it helps any. When you lose a mate, it's a pretty hard hit. But I did want to offer my condolences to Carrie. Super nice guy. And his Christmas video he did sounded like those two were having a lot of fun. Sad news. This is the, it's a recast. It's a vinyl kit of the Ymir that was featured on 20 Million Miles to Earth, which was a Ray Harryhausen film. Well, he did the special effects. One of many movies that he did the special effects in, as far as the stop motion animation. And he's definitely a favorite special effects person to me. I mean, I loved all of his movies and was always fascinated by his stop motion techniques. Always thought they were great. And we even studied him a little bit back in high school, back when I took a photography class. We talked a little bit about Ray Harryhausen. So anyway, I always loved all of his movies and his creatures, and I always wanted to build model kits of them. Oh, my thing loosened up out of here. But this is, defined a original vinyl kit of a Harryhausen creature is pretty hard to find now. They're pretty rare, and when you do find an original kit, they're pretty expensive. So I try to get an original kit first, and if I can't find one, or if they're way out of my price range, then of course I fall back to a recast, and that's what this one is. This is a recast. And I think it's out of, I don't know, I don't remember now, Taiwan, Korea, I don't know, but it wasn't too bad for a recast. I mean, the issue with a recast kit is the fact that they're really soft on details, and usually you have some serious alignment issues. And this one is soft on details, but if I remember right, the alignment was actually pretty good. I didn't have to do that much adjustment to like the legs and the arms and stuff to get everything to fit together. Unlike a Medusa, that was another recast I got, and I had a ton of work to do to that one to get it all back in shape, and we'll show that one maybe next week. Medusa from Ray Harryhausen. The base I made is all homemade. At the time, there was a resin base that you can get with him that was very similar to this. In fact, that's where I got the idea from. And to find that base is pretty rare. And if you find one, they go for a fair amount of money. So I thought, well, even if I find one, I can't afford it. I already know I can't afford it. So why not just make it myself? Something similar to it. So that's what I did. And it's all made out of styrofoam. The pillars here are actually wedding cake risers, and we just took those risers, painted them up like stone columns, added our stonework, which is nothing but styrofoam, and then put some rubble down here, and made our own Roman ruin that we saw in the movie. And they came out actually pretty good for the old monogram soldier figures. So let's see if I can zoom in. I'll probably blur. There we go. So they actually came out pretty good. I think I had a rifle strapped to his rifle to add a little bit of detailing to them, but yeah, they came out pretty good. So yeah, fun stuff. The Ymir, he's just, I've seen these Emirs painted up in all kinds of colors. mine I did in green. I did mine in green mainly because the studio model was all green. There's a website called a Harryhausen Foundation, and right now they're currently going and taking all of his filming models and restoring them back to how they were when they were used for filming, because a lot of them have degraded and fallen apart and stuff because they were just I think some kind of foam over armatures, so a lot of that foam has deteriorated and it's all coming off, so they're having them all restored back to how they originally looked when they were filmed. And I think this one they've already done, so I had some good pictures of the studio model, and he was just basically green. He wasn't anything special, so that's what I went with, just plain old green. And I tried to bring out some of the scaling details, but really the detailing on him is just too soft for washes, because you put the wash on and then you go to wipe it and you're pretty much wiping off the areas that you want the wash to stay behind on, which is down in the crevices and stuff. So I really I tried, but I really couldn't get the wash to stick very well. So I thought, well, what I did, instead of using washes, I used pastel chalks to kind of bring out some highlights and kind of vary the tones of green that was on his body. So we did that, and this is back when my hand was a little steadier, so I had the eyes, I painted the eyes in. They came out actually pretty good, so we did that. And yeah, just a very, very cool kit, very cool subject matter. Anything that's Ray Harryhausen, I can sit here and build all day. Just cool stuff. Most people are familiar with the Skeleton Warrior from Ray. In fact, he won all kinds of awards from that warrior skeleton that was in Jason and the Argonauts. They were so popular, in fact, they made a return appearance in Sinbad. So, I built a smaller one with my Sinbad model. You saw that. I think it was on my old channel. I don't know if it's on my new channel. We have to do a classic rewind on that one. But I want to do a larger scale Skeleton Warrior, one that's closer to 1/6 or 1/5, 1/6 scale. I think it's 1/6 scale. I already have the kit I'll be using to make the Skeleton Warrior. That smaller one I made was more of a test bed for me to see if it could be done. The ideas I have kicking around to make a large scale one, and I think it can be done. So it really helped making that smaller one. And the smaller one's about 6-7 inches high. This one will be closer to a little over a foot. There he is, the Ymir from 20 Million Miles to Earth. As you can see, the movie poster here that I made, and kind of like the name plaque for the kit, for the display, and had a lot of fun making it. I remember having a lot of fun making the display, more than the model kit. So anyway, great kit. If you can find an original, definitely grab it, because they are just, this guy is too cool. Always did like the guy. Alright guys, we got to get going, and we'll see you probably this weekend in a weekend update on the Lotus. So take care.